Have you ever had bad luck? What do you do when you experience bad luck? Some people will blame it on others, some will blame it on themselves, and some will simply just blame it on fate. Whatever the case is, bad luck does happen to all of us, but how we respond to those situations can be very different. Today's story will teach us how to respond when misfortune finds you. And without further ado, let's begin. Once upon a time in India, there was a young boy who was known for his diligence and obedience. His parents and teachers loved him very much because whenever they gave him any task, he would always do it with utmost sincerity. Now, one day the young boy went out to collect some firewood, but he never returned home. As night fell, his family started to worry for him. They were very concerned about his safety, but no one went out to look for him, because it was pitch black outside and it was raining heavily. They spent the whole night worrying about their son. The next morning after the rain stopped, the family went out to look for the boy. To their dismay, they found out that he had met with an accident and had passed away. The family was inconsolable. They grieved for their son, blaming themselves for his death. They kept wondering if they had gone out to look for him last night. Maybe they could have saved him. But now, it was too late. Their son was already gone. Now, on the other side, there was a rich merchant. He was a very influential man in the city. He also had a son of the same age as the young boy who had passed away. But unlike the young boy, his son was a complete troublemaker. He would often pick fights with other kids and would come home with bruises and cuts. One day the merchant caught his son stealing money from his treasury. He was furious, so he took his son to a secluded part of the forest and left him there, warning him to never return. As the boy wandered through the forest, he came across a small hut. He knocked on the door, and an old man opened it. The old man was none other than Buddha. Seeing the innocence on the boy's face, Buddha invited him inside. I offered the boy food and asked him why he left his home. The boy in return lied to Buddha that his father had asked him to bring some wood from the forest. So Buddha gave him some wood and asked him to go home. On his way back, the boy saw a dead bird on the ground. He picked up the bird and went back to Buddha's hut. He told Buddha that his father had asked him to bring back a live bird, but he only managed to find this dead one. Buddha then told the boy, "You are just like your father. You both complain about things you cannot control. Your father complains about the loss of money, while you complain about not being able to fulfill his order." The boy was deeply moved by Buddha's words. He realized that he had a lot of anger and hatred towards his father, so he decided to apologize to his father and asked Buddha to help him control his anger and develop compassion. Buddha agreed and took the boy to his father. When the merchant saw his son, he was overjoyed and immediately embraced him. The merchant realized that his son's behavior changed completely. There was no more anger or resentment in his eyes. Instead, he was filled with compassion and love. The merchant was so grateful to Buddha for helping his son become a better person. He offered to give Buddha anything he wanted, but Buddha simply asked for an alms bowl. From that day on, the merchant's son became an arhat, which means he attained enlightenment and became one of Buddha's disciples. Now, what's the moral of the story? Fortune can strike anyone at any moment. Doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor, young or old, healthy or sick. Bad luck can find you when you least expect it. The story of the young boy who died due to an accident is a reminder for all of us that life is unpredictable. We can't control everything that happens to us, but we do have control over how we respond to those situations. On the other hand, the story of the rich merchant's son shows us that sometimes bad luck can be a blessing in disguise. When we face misfortune, we have the choice of either giving in to despair or using it as an opportunity to grow and learn. Just like the rich merchant's son, we can choose to see the positive side of things and find happiness in the midst of sorrow. So the next time you encounter misfortune, remember the story of these two boys and choose to respond with grace and dignity. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and got some valuable insights from it. If you did, please don't forget to show your support. Until next time, stay blessed and keep cultivating good karma.